I'd like to welcome you to Virtual Tarot. I'm Ava, and that was Trudy. And we're going to be broadcasting from 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock. And the order is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So we'll try to bring you those particular signs on the hour. So if you don't have anything to do with Aquarius, then you can come back for Libra or Gemini at 9. So that's the idea, isn't it? Trudy?
It is. It is. And if you would like to hang out a little bit with us after the reading, we're answering, Ava and I will answer comments that you post to the page. So stick around as time permits. We'll do maybe 10 minutes of that. So, a bit about Aquarius last month. Let me back up a little bit. You're the first one. You're the first reading, and so we're kind of falling into this. But what we do over here at Virtual Tarot, if you've been with us before, you've seen the show, we do a 4-card spread. And the first card represents the overall environment of the month of March for you, Aquarius. And Ava?
And the second card represents your challenge, or obstacles for the month of March, Aquarius. And then Trudy?
And then the third card represents the unexpected. And we like to say forewarned is forearmed, so you'll want to stick around for that. And then the fourth card
is the actual outcome, or that which brings you into the next month. So that's how we do it. And so let's get started with a recap from last month, from February.
I'd like to add something.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
Let's tell them to tune in for live hangout for I'm going to New York Fashion Week and go because I had to work this year. I'm going and Ava can't go because she has to work. So tune in live Monday next week, and we'll be broadcasting from the tents. Here we go, last month's recap for Aquarius, beginning with the moon. Feeling a little bit hormonal maybe last. Ava and I had said perhaps it was a good time to go inward and study what was happening under, let's say, under, and the moon is a very, very good card. It is the card of the psychic. It is a very female card, and it is not a very Aquarian card. Unless, of course, you're going through midlife or you're trying to get pregnant. But I love the moon. It did seem, and we'll go through it a little bit, that may have had something to do with that which was going on around June, around the house. So, any comment on that, or are you ready to move to the next card? Cool.
That's fine. I just wanted to mention that sometimes when Aquarius seems to be embarking upon a sort of a new phase, a new cycle in their life, and the month, because the month previous was about that, and I think that the moon simply meant that there were certain, I don't know, deep subconscious issues that they still had to deal with in order to bring them into a sort of a fresh psychological space to launch into the new cycle of their life. That's what I thought it meant. But anyway, let's progress to
over to
challenge. You go ahead.
The next card, which was the New of Pentacles. Go ahead, Abe.
Well, there were certainly a lot of financial decisions for them in February. We're in February, so that's going on right now, and it's the a lot of money is moving, goods and services, and paying for this, and seeing how much money there is coming in for that. It's just a lot of juggling of finances, but it's good because money's flowing, and that's why they call it currency, is because it only is useful when it's moving, and so the whole month is your challenge is to keep that money balanced and fluidly moving. And so the third card is the King of Cups. And so if you'd like to speak to that, Trudy?
Yes. This is the Brad Pitt King, we always say. It's the perfect man. And in the position of the unexpected, there isn't a better gentleman who you'd want to show up on your doorstep, ladies. We do love the King of Cups. Do we have the King of Cups? There he is! And so we had said, if you look at the narrative going on last month, that it looked as if there may have been an issue a little bit with balancing the budget or balancing material issues. And then unexpectedly, here comes this lovely king who's very artistic. And if you are working in the area, this is someone who you can lean on, who can give you great counsel. He's also very emotionally available. So wonderful king to show up for February. Want to add anything?
Well,
Avananda?
Yes, Avananda. The only thing I could add is that generically, if we want to speak generically, not everybody has Brad Pitt coming to their front door, which is too bad, but is that the King of Pentacles represents emotional discipline, the ability to discipline your emotions, because you might become a little overwrought from your challenge, which was the financial challenge. And so unexpectedly, it's an ability to keep emotionally balanced and under control. So that's good, because it's management, it's self-management is what it is. And then at the end, you had a marvelous card, which is the Ten of Pentacles, which is really, this is lasting success, or this could be about your family, homesteading, finding, finally coming home, and all the generations of your family uniting. It could be a family get-together, or maybe you're in a new home, and that new home is your pride and joy. And it's also about a comfortable abode. So we feel that whether it's the completion of a home project or the completion of your journey, you arrive at some sort of paradise. That's it. Trudy.
And to add to that, it could also have to do with creating legacy.
That's right.
That's what this card is all about. And we, I believe, are ready to move into the month of March. We have 18 watchers, 18 viewers, I should say, because watchers sounds kind of creepy. And this is our first live hangout that we've actually promoted, and so we're going to see how that goes. To move into the month of March, I think Aquarius is ready, don't you?
Yes.
Dave and I have lots of Aquarian birthday bash a couple of weeks ago. Attended.
Yes, it was quite the regalia festival.
Yes. And our social media goddess is an Aquarius this evening, so don't forget to tweet Love, Ava Trudy. Hashtag. Yes. So you noticed that they were all just wearing flowy gowns and decorating all over the place during this party?
Beautifully decorated. It was really beautiful.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
Little tweak.
What did you say?
We'll be ready to go. We have our Vanna White card girls. Their job is solely to, so I don't have to hold it in front of my face. Okay, and Vanna White card girls, here we go. The first card for Aquarius for the month of March is the King of Cups reversed.
King of Cups reversed.
It is the King. I'm going to let Abe go first on this one. Oh no, Brad Belly.
Brad Pitt is on his head.
Oh no.
I'd take him on his head anyway. It wouldn't make much.
I was going to say pants are down, but then I was going to say that's not so bad. So.
Well, all right, generically. Remember, we just ended with the King of Cups. Upright.
Well, he was expected.
Well,
in the upright. So maybe it was unexpected that he was.
Okay. Well, it might have been somebody who showed up, but if it were
in the upright.
Right. There is some. There is some stress this month, and it's if you're a writer or if you're a creative, there may be a creative block of some sort. You are unable to also quell your emotional energy. This is an immature king. So you may be dealing with someone like that. You know that when this card is reversed, you know, Trudy, that it is also the card of the con man?
Yes, it is, and it is also the card of the man who can't hold his liquor or doesn't know when to stop drinking.
Right, but also someone who's deceptive. Who
can't hold his emotions.
Deceptive.
All over the place.
Like a swindler.
More or less. Yeah, it's the minor arcana magician.
Right. So maybe somebody in your midst is behaving in this manner, who is trying to con you in some way, or is misbehaving, or is behaving rudely, or without. Maybe there's just turbulent emotions from either a male figure or within yourself, or it could be repressed emotions, because sometimes when cups are reversed, there's a pressure pushing the emotions down. So it could be repressed emotions, or becoming depressed, or not being able to contact your better self. Now this could be embodied in somebody that is a part of the month of March for you, or it could be a part of yourself that you have to deal with. But there's a turbulence. There's something unruly emotionally or untrustworthy going on. There you go. Trudy?
Well, I would say that because we had this position of it seems as if this king, and usually when kings show up, they are people, not always, but let's just say that last month, unexpectedly, this person was really cute, and they were emotionally available, and they were showing their better side.
Yeah, that's right.
This month, this person is a little bit turned around. And this is a king, and so this is an older gentleman. This is somebody, if you really get into the tarot, sometimes people will even describe this king's hair color. He maybe has light hair. He is somebody who, as we said before, it's a bit of a warning, but we'll do the rest of the reading. It's a bit of a warning because this card shows drowns in his own emotions, and that can mean there's some addiction, there's some anger, or there's some issues, or this person is maybe just overly demonstrative when they're not happy. But let's go on and read and see what's going on for the rest of the month, because thank gosh we got through February, right? Because the next card is a great card. It is the Three of Cups, Ava, in the upright.
Oh, it's in
the position of challenge.
In
the upright.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a really awesome card. I'm going to show the. So this card is a beautiful, beautiful card because it really speaks to celebration and to it's triumph, but shared with friends, a cup of joy. And sometimes I'll just say that this is girls' night out. It can even mean something as grand as a wedding. But there's a moment of pure joy, pure celebration, moment. Just feel great to have these people in your life who support you. However, that is a bit of a challenge this month. And I find that is an Aquarius and celebrating with their friends. And so I'm going to call it Aquarius Interrupted and move over to Ava.
Well, all right, so it's their challenge. And the Three of Cups is about, well, certainly it's a festive card. It looks festive. They're celebrating. It's a wedding. It's celebrating something. Now, if it's a wedding, well, then obviously that's your challenge. And there's nothing more challenging than a wedding to anyone, to put together a celebration and to have it succeed is an enormous challenge. It's a challenge of teamwork, of getting a team to work together in order to bring about a feeling of joy and mutual support, because the first card seems that there's someone in your midst, or whether it's you or someone in your midst, there's a repression of emotion, because when water, which is what the cups is about, it's about water, which is a symbol for emotions. When water is stagnant, it becomes poisonous. That is, it's toxic. So you have to be careful about what kind of emotional energy is coming from either this person or that you're feeding off of yourself. You can't keep these emotions repressed. Your challenge is to bring it out and to become celebratory. That is, to celebrate with a team, with friends, with family, to accomplish a balance of emotions between your friends and your family. That's what I think it is. Trudy.
Yes, perfect. I love it.
Right.
And the story continues, because in the position of the unexpected, the Page of Cups reversed.
Page of Cups.
And I just want to weigh in on this quickly, because this narrative is picking up and this train is moving out of the station, and the story that it's telling us is consistent, okay? So
That's
it
right.
looks as if there is some emotional instability, but we may have someone within our midst who is emotionally immature this month. I think that maybe it's time to send this king to like some sort of emotion school, right, girls? Let's teach him how to act like a real man, because there's some, to me this month it looks as if somebody's just losing it. And in the middle of all of this, there's something that you're trying to do, there's an event that you're trying to get together, there's the celebration, there's a moment, and around that, immature, over-demonstrative, just sort of almost a emotional trickster, it feels like, trying to sabotage. That's where I'm going with this, Abe.
Well, yes, it can be that on a very specific level. When it is embodied in a person, it can be that. But now your challenge is to bring this party, this celebration, this beautiful emotional exchange and teamwork together and to accomplish it. But unexpectedly, there's a little bit of disappointment here. It's, this, when it's reversed, it's unrequited love. It can very well be that. And it's the illusion of love disintegrating or bursting. That bubble bursts. And there's a woundedness. There's some sort of wound, rejection. This person, if he is a person, is very charming. He's a seducer. He's able to win your heart, but you're very gullible. This is about gullibility too. So if it is a person, then that is what this person is, and you're disappointed in them. If it isn't a person, then it's about you and about having a dream, being disillusioned about one of your dreams. That's all. And it's not good, but what it's saying is that forewarned is forearmed, ladies. Forewarned is forearmed. If you're out there and... Yes. Go ahead, honey.
Hallelujah, amen. I said hallelujah and amen, because that's why you come to us for these readings.
Yes, yes. Or it could be a child of yours who misbehaves, who uses emotion to manipulate you, who somehow works himself into this scenario, and it's emotional immaturity is what it is.
Yes, and if you do have children around you who are water signs, Aquarius, look out, because this is the overly emotional child. And it is, pages are often, you're right, pages are often children. But don't you know that the reversed king is a child?
That's true.
He's very childish in the way he approaches his emotion. And so you may be dealing with either a grown child or a real child this month.
But both of whom have not learned to control their emotions. And or you haven't. And you become distraught over maybe your role is to bring this sort of a team together to create a happy celebration of some sort. And the challenge is difficult for you to meet. Maybe it's just hard to assemble all the parts to it. And so you're,
well, the other thought I had is
a very emotional month.
We do have a 3 of Cups, and in the card, if you look at the card, it's 3 women getting together to celebrate, and that's in the position of challenge. And so it occurred to me that perhaps you're having a hard time getting out and enjoying your girls because you're surrounded by your really needy, emotionally draining.
Yes. Men, or yes.
It happens.
It happens. It does happen.
It happens.
Yeah. So.
And it's all minor stuff this month so far.
Oh yeah.
It's all minor arcana until this very moment. Because
now, it can also be distorted body image, you know. In other words, when you're having a hard time with what you look like, who you are, I mean, you're not feeling good in your skin for some reason. Maybe you've gone off a diet. You've drank too much, and you're not feeling good in the skin you're living in. It could be as simple as that. And which happens after celebrating. You regret.
That's
you regret a lot of what you've done. But
remember the movie we saw, Under the Skin? Remember that movie with Scarlett Johansson?
Oh yes, what a strange film that was. When she
shed her skin.
She said, "Oh gosh." Yes.
She was an alien, and she zipped up her Scarlett Johansson flesh suit, and suddenly she was as hot.
Yeah.
Speaking of not feeling comfortable in your own skin, okay, time to move on. 6 viewers. Somebody just left the room when I mentioned Scarlett Johansson. Okay, and the final card for the month of March, Aquarius, is the Wheel. We finally have a major.
Oh,
however, it is inverted.
It's inverted?
The Wheel of Fortune inverted.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What an interesting month. Very emotional month.
Yeah, it's all about timing and trying to get out of the house, I feel like.
Yes, yes.
A little bit. But actually the wheel is all about timing, and it's actually the wheel is either up or the wheel is down, and we have up times and down times, and sometimes our wheels get a little bit stuck. When your wheel gets stuck, you revisit the reading, and we'll talk to you a little bit about the council card at the very end. We have a council card subscription, but the narrative seems to tell us that this month you're a little bit stuck, and you may feel as if, and this is just sort of coming to me right now, but you may feel as if you're not as lucky or as fortunate as you usually feel in your life, and it may have to do with just the people around you. You may have people around you who are supportive, and your challenge is to move out and away from that energy and toward a more, because we had that 3 in the position of challenge. And then I really like what you said, Abe, with the Page, because it seems to me as if you might be putting energy out there and you're not feeling as if you're getting it back. And that can leave you feeling very sad and very stuck, kind of. And so maybe what you need to do is to turn that around by getting out and seeking out the support of those who are well, I'm going to say supportive, but seeking out a group of supportive individuals. That would be one interpretation. Now, you might just have a big celebration that you're trying to plan, trying to put together, and it feels as if it's not really going the way you would like for it to go as quickly as you would like it to go there, or you may actually have a problem with the final all. I don't know, but it may actually get stuck. Your plans may sort of stick at some point. Abe, I'm going to move to you. If it has to do with wedding, and I'm going to move back to that. If it has to do with wedding, if it has to do with a major celebration, it may not happen. There may be a sticking point, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
So go ahead. Wheel of Fortune inverted.
Yes, I agree. Something is delayed or stuck, that which you wanted to achieve, but I certainly wouldn't start anything new right now. Not in March. I wouldn't start a new career, a new business, nothing new. I would not do that. It's that it feels as if your luck is down, but that's only because of your interpretation of events. It's simply that for some reason the elements aren't coming into place as you want them. So things are just not going the way you had planned. That's all. It doesn't mean that it's dire or horrible or anything like that. It just means that it's not going according to plan. And that could mean anything. And yes, sometimes that would mean your relationship is not going as planned. Your event is not going as planned. Even your job is not going as planned. So that's in reverse. It's sort of the unpredictability of things, which is what the wheel is about, the constant change of life. You cannot expect anything to stay the same, to stay predictable. You have to let go and allow things to be as they are. Once you start demanding that everything obey your every precept and command, you become frustrated and you become emotionally overwrought. You need to step back and let things be the way they are and not become emotionally upset over it. Because that's what the other cards are saying, is that there are people around you who aren't handling it well, perhaps, or aren't handling themselves well. And that can be contagious. So you need to arm yourself with a sort of a emotional fortitude and to just let things be. Everything changes. Everything is moving. Nothing is allowed to remain stagnant in life. So you have to sort of let go and let it take its own turn, in a sense. So there you go.
Well, the other thing that comes to mind is timing, because sometimes timing is good and sometimes it's not good. And
yeah.
So this could just be off for this event, this celebration, whatever it is. It's just not time. And that is why if you force it.
Yes. And or there's another possibility, because these cards are so rich in symbolism.
They're like big giant onions.
They are. So another possibility is that you in fact over-celebrate. And like these cups, when it's burst, there's over-celebration, and you are just exhausted from it all, which is why you don't feel like you've got to get up and go, and you can't get things started or moved, or you can't initiate because you don't have the energy for it. You've just over partied. And that is something that Aquarians are prone to, because they love life and they love to celebrate life. And they may often.
I'm going to ask Hannah. Celebrated this month.
Oh, yes? This month? Next month?
It hasn't happened yet. She's an Aquarius.
Yes, it hasn't happened yet.
She said yes. She's done. I think forewarned is forearmed for Aquarius. It looks as if you guys should try not to push it too hard.
Yes, there you go.
In the month of March.
Don't answer every party call. That's your challenge.
Really? See, I see it the opposite way. I think they're surrounded by all. Either you need to answer the party call if you don't party, but if you party like Miley Cyrus,
yes.
Then
you land in a hospital.
Maybe you should stay. Right?
Right.
Okay, so as I mentioned previously, Aquarius, we do have subscription only. If you click on the link that we will add below these live readings, after we do all these live readings, you can subscribe to the council card, which is an audio together. They're really great. It's major arcana only, high spiritual council. Awesome. I subscribe. Ava, you want to say?
Well, the
Ava?
Yes, the council card is about this reading needs a council card.
Yes.
Because you really need some spiritual insight as to how to handle the emotional problems that might come up in March in either other people or in you. And so what the council card does is it simply gives you that sort of from a higher perspective, almost like from heaven. You see your circumstance from your higher self's point of view. There you go.
And we have lost only one viewer. We've only lost one viewer. Okay. And we also do private readings. I believe Aquarius could use reading. We have quite a few. They're posted on our website, which is virtualtarot.wordpress.com. We will also add that link. Like, go to the page, go to the purchase a reading page. You can readings, choose the one that resonates with you, and then send an email to us at avatrudy@yahoo.com. And then Ava and I see your reading. You are in the queue. You get back this beautiful audio file. And Ava does a great job. She's a wonderful, wonderful spiritual counselor. We have so much fun with these. And surprising, even for us. So with that said, Ave.
Yes?
I think
We're
that's
done.
it. Other than we are live, let's see, we have 30